As John Candy once said in Rookie of the Year, the Otters have gotten their longest win streak of the season. 2, as they took last night against the Lake Erie Crushers, and it was a win in walk-off fashion. So, for the first time all season, Evansville has a chance to pick up their first series sweep of the 2024 season and a chance to win 3 games in a row for the first time this year. It feels like we have waited a long time for this moment. And how good would it feel to take down no better of a team than Lake Erie, as the Crushers came into this series in second place in the West Division of the Frontier League, and now they are third as Evansville has knocked them down a level. And let's take a look at the standings board here in the Frontier League. Evansville entering today's game 26-40, and Lake Erie entering 38-27. After Gateway's win yesterday, the two have flip-flopped. So the Grizzlies up in second place now, and the Grizzlies playing some hot baseball as of late. They are 7-3 in their last 10, but really it has been Lake Erie to drop the ball since returning from the All-Star break. They are just 3-7 in their last 10 games. And hey, as we have said time and time again, the Otters trying to make this second half comeback. Well, 2 games against Lake Erie, 2 wins against a top quality team. That's a great start. Evansville 5-5 in their last 10 games, but they are still 1 game back of the Windy City Thunderbolts, 17 games back of first place, 12.5 games back of a playoff spot. So still a long ways to go for Evansville here to finalize this last third of the season. We are on game number 67 of 96 here tonight, home game number 33, as this will finalize this series against Lake Erie, and it will finalize the first leg of a 9-game homestand for Evansville. Taking a look at the schedule ahead, after their off day tomorrow, Evansville will be back on Tuesday to start a new 3-game set against the Schaumburg Boomers. The Otters play Schaumburg 9 times in the remaining schedule, so lots of Boomers baseball coming your way against Evansville. But after the Boomers series, Evansville will then take on the New Jersey Jackals for the next weekend series to close out the 9-game homestand on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, August 2, 3, and 4. And the Jackals right now in last place in the East Division. Schaumburg 4-6 in their last 10. They just lost another game yesterday. So some winnable games for Evansville coming up, and playing at home always better than playing on the road. You have the home team behind you. You can build some momentum with that crowd at your back, and we'll see what Evansville can do today if they can come away with their first sweep of the year. Let's take a look at the starting lineups here today for the Lake Erie Crushers, led by manager Jared Lemieux. Jared Watkins leading it off. He is the shortstop. Logan Thomason out at third base. He will bat second. Batting third, the second baseman, Alberti Chavez. And the first baseman, Vincent Bird Jr., will clean things up. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Ronald Washington. And batting sixth, doing the catching here tonight, is John Tuccillo. Burl Dixon out in center field. He bats seventh. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Alex Rodriguez. Filling out the starting 9 for the Crushers, the right fielder, Sam Franco. On the rubber for Evansville, right-hander Zach Smith. He wears number 24, and he is 5-5 in the 2024 campaign. This is his 14th appearance tonight, all in the starting role. 77 prior innings of work and a 3.16 ERA. Let's flip the book over and take a look at the Evansville Otters. Leading it off, led by manager Andy McCauley, is Delvin Sin, the second baseman. Gary Mattis playing right field. He bats second. Batting third, the shortstop, Paven Parks. And it is Randy Bednar as the cleanup man. He will be out in left field. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Dakota Phillips. David Mendham playing third base and batting sixth. Back behind the plate in the series finale, Justin Felix. He will bat seventh. Giovanni DiGiacomo batting eighth. He is the center fielder, and making his 2024 Otters debut and his professional debut is Drew Donaldson, who has just signed and activated today. Donaldson will get the start at third as he closes out the starting 9. On the rubber for Lake Erie, Jack Eisenbarger, 6-3 this season. This is his 13th appearance of the year. All-in starts 68 1/3 prior innings. The southpaw wearing number 4, and he has a 3.29 ERA. Well, the delay should last just about an hour. Our original first pitch scheduled for 5:05 tonight, but we had to push it back until now because of that dreaded R word, which we all do not like. But it made its way to Bosse Field today. We're just thankful that we're able to play this game and bring you guys all some delightful content. According to my weather app, more rain coming on the way at 100%. We'll have to see how that plays out. Hopefully we don't fall into another delay or, at worst case, have to cancel the game because Evansville does not play Lake Erie at home again, so that game will then get transferred to the last series of the year when the Otters will play Lake Erie in early August on the road. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. 81 degrees, cloudy skies as of now. We'll take a step aside here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. When we come back, we'll have the national anthem followed by today's first pitch. Don't go anywhere, Otters baseball coming your way after this.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It's that time of the day again. Otters baseball coming your way here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. So happy you could join us for this Sunday contest as the Evansville Otters will finalize this 3-game set against the Lake Erie Crushers. Trying to sweep for the first time all year, Evansville taking the first 2 games of the series. They are 26-40 on the season. Lake Erie 38-27. Ballpark dimensions here at Bosse Field in Evansville, Indiana. 315 to the right and left field lines. Out in the power alleys, it is 375 to right and left center, and toward dead center, 400. Zach Smith on the rubber. He is 5-5 this year. This is his 14th appearance of the season. All in starts, 77 prior innings of work, and a 3.16 ERA. Calling our balls and strikes here in the series finale, home plate umpire Brett Gyron. Over at first, Alex Lowry, and filling out our umpiring crew at third is Reed Hoover. Now it's 81 degrees, cloudy skies, and we'll see what time Smith officially throws the first pitch, but going to be right at that hour marker, and we were supposed to have a first pitch of 5:05. Rain pushed us back, but the field is in beautiful playing condition for tonight's game, and we're just happy to get this one in. Hopefully no more rain the rest of the evening. Smith comes to the set, and he will face Jared Watkins as the first batter. He steps and deals, and it's a fastball outside that misses the zone. The count 1-0, and we're underway here at 6:05 p.m. So officially a 60-minute, 1-hour delay. Smith deals the 1-0 pitch. This is swung on, slap to the left side, out of play. 1-1 the count now for Watkins. Watkins missed the series opener, played in yesterday's game, was 1 for 5. Able to extend his hit streak to 6 games with a base hit in his second at-bat. The pitch, breaking ball, and it falls in for a strike. 1-2 now. Watkins batting .279 this season, 4 homers, 24 RBI. Smith comes to the set, the right-hander. Deals from the stretch. Breaking ball, called strike 3. A backdoor bender, and that's how the game starts tonight. 4 pitches and a backward K for Zach Smith as he's able to retire Watkins. And there's one gone here in this first inning. Now coming to the plate, Logan Thomason, the third baseman, batting right-handed. Smith at the set. He deals. Fastball at the knees for a strike, and the count is 0-1, 87 miles an hour on the gun. Smith has put together an incredible campaign for Evansville this year. He's ready. And the 0-1 pitch is another fastball, missed outside this time. Smith, a 4-seam heater, 2-seam heater, cutter, slider, changeup. He uses all 5 of those pitches really well. He deals. Breaking ball, check swing from Thomason. Didn't go far enough around across the plane. Missed low on the pitch, and it's 2-1. Thomason batting .275 this year. This is his 60th game. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Line drive back up the middle. And it's right at DiGiacomo in center field as he will crouch down and make the catch. There are 2 outs here in this first inning. No score between Lake Erie and Evansville. Now coming to the plate, Alberti Chavez. For the Otters, this could be a monumental win for the season. Taking down one of the best teams in the Frontier League. They have already won the series. First pitch to Chavez. Fastball at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Defensive order for Evansville. Drew Donaldson at third, Paven Parks at short, Delvin Sin at second, Dakota Phillips at first. And the outfield, Giovanni DiGiacomo patrolling center, and left it is Randy Bednar. And in right field, Gary Mattis, the 0-1. Fastball paints the knees again, and it's quickly 0-2 now for Chavez. The battery here tonight, Justin Felix catching, Zach Smith on the rubber. Smith at the set, he deals. Fastball away, and it's now 1-2. Could be the first time that Evansville not only able to sweep a team this year, but also to win 3 games in a row. Now the 1-2. Breaking ball outside. Smith tried him with that slider. Evansville has reached a 2-game win streak now on 6 different occasions. Never to win 3 or more in a row. The 2-2. Fastball chopped down the third base line, and this will spin foul. Picked up by Donaldson. And Chavez will come back to the plate, another 2-2 count. Now this is game number 67 of the season, so not much time left in the year. "29 games, including this one. Chavez calling time and thinking things over before digging back into the right-handed batter's box. Smith coming to the set. Here's his 2-2. Breaking ball lifted in the air. Out toward left center, ranging over Bednar, and he calls for it, makes the catch. That'll do it, a half inning in the books. So 1-2-3 for Zach Smith as he sets the Crushers down in order. And it's Evansville coming to bat for the first time when we come back on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network.
Tonight we have Blaze, Colin, Corinne, and Cameron, and they're going to race from first base to third base while holding Taroni's pizza boxes like waiters. The first to cross the finish line will be our winner and win 2 GA tickets. Runners, are you ready? On your mark, get set, go. And we have a winner. Let's give a round of applause for all of our runners. Back to you, Zane.
Thanks, Chloe. Our pitch catcher battery for Lake Erie, Jack Eisenbarger is on the mound. To Chillo behind the plate. Pitch catcher battery powered by the Answer Auto Repair East. 2319 North River Road or 812-475-9000. Tell them Zane from the Otters send you.
Delvin Zinn leading it off here in the bottom of the first inning for Evansville. No score with Lake Erie. Jack Eisenbarger on the mound for the Crushers. The southpaw working from the windup. Kicks and deals the first pitch, and it's in there for a strike taken by Zinn. The count is 0-1. Zach Smith working a 1-2-3 in his opening frame for the Otters. The pitch. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Quickly 0-2 now for Zinn. Eisenbarger 6-3 this season. He's now made a baker's dozen worth of appearances coming on the mound here tonight. All in starts, 68 and a third innings of work, a 3.29 ERA. The left-hander winds and fires home. Ground ball hit back over the mound toward the second base bag. Chavez, the second baseman, has it, and he'll throw to first. One gone. Well, this was the pitching matchup of the series, and you could argue that it is also the pitching matchup of the week in the entire Frontier League. A highly anticipated battle between both starting pitchers. Here's Gary Mattis. Fastball, and he takes it high. The count is 1-0. These guys, Eisenbarger and Zach Smith, like to work quick, like to get a lot of outs. Here's the 1-0. And it drops in for a strike. 1-1 now for Gary. The other thing is, neither of these guys like to give up many runs. The 1-1. Fastball misses high. Both pitchers have earned the right to be called elite pitchers in this league. Here's the 2-1. Breaking ball drops in for strike 2. And it's now 2-2 to Mattis. Back on June 8th against Trois Rivières, Eisenbarger threw a no-hitter, the 2-2. Fastball misses high, and the count is now full. 9 innings, no hits, no runs. Gave up 4 walks and 7 strikeouts. Now the payoff. Swing and a miss. 2 quick outs for Eisenbarger. Well, yesterday we said that runs may be hard to come by. Today, they will probably be hard to come by. Defensive order for Lake Erie here in the series finale. Logan Thomason at third, Jared Watkins at short, Alberti Chavez at second, and Vincent Bird Jr. taking over first. At the plate, Paven Parks batting left-handed. In the outfield for the Crushers, Ron Washington in left. First pitch to Parks, fastball misses high in the count, 1-0. Burl Dixon in center, and Sam Franco out in right. In the battery, John Tuccillo behind the plate. Jack Eisenbarger on the mound. Into the wind, his pitch is a fastball high, 2-0. Again, Eisenbarger works quickly, likes to get into that groove. Here's the 2-0. And it's a fastball on the outside corner for a strike. So in other words, he works with a lot of tempo. Already back at the set, waiting for Parks to get into the box. Here's the 2-1. Fastball at the knees, taken for a strike, and the deuces are wild. Bases empty, 2 gone here in the first, no score. Parks putting together a nice series as he calls time, working on a 7-game hit streak. And Paven, 4 for 8 against Lake Erie in the first 2 games. A home run, 4 RBI, 2 doubles, and 3 runs. The left-hander, Eisenbarger. Into the wind, here's his 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll do it. 1, 2, 3 innings for both starting pitchers here in the first. No score after 1, and we'll head to inning number 2 with Lake Erie coming to the plate on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Top of the second inning, and there's no score between Evansville and Lake Erie. Zach Smith back on the rubber, worked a 1-2-3 in the first frame. He will face Vincent Bird Jr., Ron Washington, and John Tuccillo. The right-hander working from the stretch comes to the set. He deals, and the first pitch of the inning is a fastball tapped at the plate, foul. That went off of the left-handed hitting Bird Jr., jumping up and down in the plate after taking that one on the right thigh. Ouch. So Jenny Hawk, the trainer of Lake Erie, coming out to have a word with Bird just to make sure he's okay. Well, Bird has got a lot of muscle in that big frame, 6'7", 270. But he doesn't look like he's 270. Now, partly that's because he's 6'7", but he carries his weight really well. And a lot of that weight, if not all of it, straight muscle, and that's why he's one of the game's best power hitters this year. 13 homers, 39 RBI. He is okay. He'll stay in the game. Smith ready at the belt. Here's the 0-1. And it's tipped into the glove of Justin Felix, and the count is 0-2. Both starting pitchers seeing just 3 batters in the first inning. Smith threw 14 pitches in his opening frame, picked up a strikeout. Here's his 0-2 home. Breaking ball misses low. That is a terrific spot from Zach Smith on an 0-2 breaking ball. You don't want to leave it in the zone, but you want it to dip just out of the zone. So that pitch started about belt high and dropped off the table. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball grounded out to short. Parks up with it cleanly. He'll whip it to first, and there's one gone. Now coming to the plate, Ron Washington. Another quick 4-pitch out for Smith. Washington 1 for 8 in the series, but has only hit a home run. That was in yesterday's game, which at the time tied it at 4 in the 8th inning. That was before Evansville walked off in the bottom of the 9th. Dakota Phillips, the hero. Here's the first pitch from Smith. Fastball popped up, back over the screen, fouling out of play, and it's 0-1. Evansville winning the middle game yesterday 5-4. Their second walk-off of the year at Bosse Field. And they won the opener 9-1. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball in the outside corner, called strike 2. And Washington in protect mode now, a .239 hitter on the year. His home run yesterday was his 9th of the season, 34 RBI. Smith at the set, the 0-2. Breaking ball grounded to third, and it's Donaldson up with it. His throw to first, a little bit low, but Phillips able to handle it. And actually, that's Mendham at first, beg your pardon. We've seen Phillips over there so often over the last couple of weeks of play. David doesn't really get much action at first anymore, but he's back in the game at first here tonight as Phillips is the designated hitter. And now coming to the plate, it's John Tuccillo, Washington, out number 2 on the 5-3, and that is Donaldson's first putout in his professional career. First pitch, a breaking ball in the inside corner to Tuccillo, and the count is 0-1. Righty on righty matchup. Base is empty here in the second, no score. The pitch, and it just touches the outside black for a strike. Tuccillo had a nice day at the plate yesterday, 3 for 4 with a double and an RBI. Also scored a run. Smith at the set. He deals. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. 6 up, 6 down to begin the ball game for Zach Smith, setting the Crushers down in order once again here in the second, and he's got his second strikeout of the game after retiring Tuccillo. No score after 1.5. Evansville coming to bat for the second time when we come back on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network.
Pass the balls throughout the crowd, and when the music stops, everyone 18 years or older holding a ball will win a $30 Hoosier Lottery prize pack. Are you ready? Launch. And stop. Congratulations from the Hoosier Lottery and the Evansville Otters. The Otterville staff will let you know how to claim your prize pack. Stop by your local Hoosier Lottery retailer to pick up your Mega Millions ticket for tonight's drawing. Must be 18 years or older to play and win. Please play responsibly. Back to you, Zane.
Thanks, Chloe. It's time to see who gets to upgrade to the Ashley Furniture Best Seats in the House. Our lucky winner gets to spend the rest of the game in the best seats in the house. So I say congratulations to Jerry Schapker. Jerry Schapker, tonight's winner of the Ashley Furniture Home Store Best Seats in the House. Make your way on down to the Best Seats in the House and enjoy the view for the rest of the game with your feet kicked up. And the Best Seats in the House also means you have the best view, the Heritage Video Board, and Otter Vision. Follow along with all of our video board action, and be sure to visit heritagefederal.org for all of your banking needs.
Randy Bednar at the plate here in the bottom of the second inning. No score between Evansville and Lake Erie. Zach Eisenbarger winds and fires home. First pitch drops in for a strike, a breaking ball, and the count is 0-1. The left-hander back into the motion. His pitch is lined back to the screen. Foul. 0-2 now to Bednar. Zach Smith, 6 up, 6 down to begin his night. Eisenbarger trying to do the same. He winds and fires the 0-2 to Bednar. Swing and a miss. A strikeout for Eisenbarger here to begin this second inning. That's his third in a row, dating to the first, and a 3-pitch K as he's able to set down Bednar. So now coming to the plate, Dakota Phillips. Hey, if you have a group of friends that wish to come to historic Bosse Field to enjoy an Otters home game, contact the front office and reserve an extra patio deck on the Corona Extra Patio Deck, one of the best places to watch the game. First pitch in for a strike, and the count 0-1 to Phillips. Call 812-435-8686 or order online at evansvilleotters.com. Here's the pitch, and it's lined to the left side, out of play. And it's now 0-2 for Phillips. All-you-can-eat menu, unlimited bottled service. What else could you ask for? Great place to watch the game. Eisenbarger ready. Here's the 0-2. Fastball misses high. Well, the people out on the Corona Extra Patio Deck were giving some cheers to the grounds crew keeping team earlier. Next pitch on the outside corner, called strike 3, and Phillips is out number 2. 4 strikeouts in a row for Eisenbarger. And now coming to the plate, David Mendham. While the grounds crew team was tarping, they had to pull the tarp all the way to the outfield wall. It was at left, but the rain which was on the tarp was making it more difficult, and the Corona Extra Patio Deck people recognized that, so they started yelling and screaming, hooting and hollering. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Mendham, pops it up. Shallow center field, charging in is Dixon, but it's the second baseman Chavez to call for it. He makes the catch. Another 1-2-3 inning. And a quick one for Eisenbarger. 6 up, 6 down to begin his night tonight. And we have a pitcher's dual barn burner on our hands here at Bosse Field. No score after 2. We'll be back in the third after this.
We've got a couple sets of kiddos out in left field competing to win 2 GA tickets tonight. All right, are you ready? Get set, go. I think we're gonna call everyone a winner tonight. That was a lot of good effort. Great work, boys.
Top of the third inning, bottom third of this Lake Erie order. Burl Dixon at the plate, Zach Smith on the mound. The right-hander kicks and deals. First pitch, swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. 25 pitches, 18 strikes for Smith. Here to begin the game, he has faced the minimum through 2 innings, picking up 2 strikeouts. He's at the set. Now the 0-1. Breaking ball in for strike two. No score here in the top of the third. And as advertised, we have started the game with a tremendous pitching effort from both sides. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball, check swing from Dixon. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Reed Hoover. And the left-handed hitter will have a 1-2 count. Series finale coming your way here tonight. A 1-hour rain delay. An original start time of 5:05. We had to push it back to 6:05 because of the rain. Now the 1-2. Fastball just a little bit low. Well, Mother Nature saying it's not done yet. More projected to come on the way in about 30 or 40 minutes. We'll have to wait and see how that plays out. Here's the 2-2. Fastball swung on, popped up third base side. This will scoot out of play. And we'll have another 2-2 pitch for Dixon.
Choose the best, never regret it.
Dog days of summer. Not sure if you can hear those barks into the crowd mic. But some puppies at the park here today. The pitch swung on and hit a ton. High and deep to center. DiGiacomo backing up near the warning track. And he'll make the catch still on the green grass. Dixon out number one here to begin the top of the third. Put some good wood on the ball, but hit it to the deepest part of the yard, and DiGiacomo having room out there, able to retire the center fielder. And now coming to the plate, Alex Rodriguez. We saw Rodriguez behind the plate in the series opener. Here's the pitch from Smith. Fastball down the middle, strike one. He did not play yesterday. Now today, he's the DH. 1 for 1 with 3 walks back on Friday night. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Gorgeous breaking ball from Smith. He is dealing today, ladies and gentlemen. And Smith has gotten better and better as the season has gone on. We have really seen him develop into one of the top pitchers in this league. Here's the 0-2. Fastball misses away, and the count 1-2. It seems like every time Smith comes out on the rubber now, just carries a moxie with him. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball just a little bit low. Felix tried to sell it, but home plate umpire Brett Gyron wasn't fooled. And looking at the replay, it looked like it was a smidge below the knees. So we'll try it at 2-2 now for Rodriguez. He awaits the pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Smith. His third in 2 2/3. And now it's the 9-hole hitting Sam Franco. 35 tosses for Smith, 24 strikes. Righty on righty matchup. The pitch. Fastball at the knees, strike one. No score here in the top of the third. Bases empty, 2 outs. Evansville looking to sweep the Crushers. And Lake Erie trying to get out of a brutal slide since returning from the All-Star break. Now the 0-1. Swung on, a grounder out to short. This should end the frame. Parks up with it. He'll throw it to first. Another. 1, 2, 3. 9 in a row to start the game as Smith has faced the minimum through 3. No score after 2.5. We'll head to the home third with Evansville coming to the plate on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Bottom of the third inning, Jack Eisenbarger back on the rubber. No score between Evansville and Lake Erie. Zach Smith throwing another 1-2-3 inning on the mound in the top of the third, and that's his third in a row. So now Justin Felix, Giovanni DiGiacomo, Drew Donaldson coming to the plate. First pitch in there for a strike, and the count 0-1 to Felix. The Otters catcher 1 for 3 in the last series against Florence. The 0-1 fastball misses inside, evens the count. 22 pitches through the first 2 innings for Eisenbarger. He winds and fires the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Felix behind on a heater. Eisenbarger into his first year with Lake Erie. Boy, has he put together some terrific numbers. Felix calling time, adjusting the batting gloves. And again, with Eisenbarger working so quickly out there, it's hard to get any sort of information on this guy at the plate. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball misses low. All you see is strike 1, strike 2. Okay, I'm down in the count 0-2. Better call time and try to figure something out. But at that point, the numbers are so much against you. Makes it real difficult to go up against a guy like this. His 2-2 pitch. And it's a fastball just a little bit high. 3-2 now to Felix. Eisenbarger spending the last 3 seasons in the American Association. This ball swung on, driven high, deep to left field. It's up, and it's 1 gone. Justin Felix with his 3rd bomb of the year, and he plates the first run of the game. Evansville leads at 1-0. How do you like that? Breaks up the 15 in a row retired streak from both starting pitchers here tonight. And in no greater of a fashion with the long ball. Now it's Giovanni DiGiacomo at the plate. First pitch to him. Breaking ball drops in for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Lefty on lefty matchup. The wind and the pitch. And it misses away. 1-1 now to Giovanni. DiGiacomo didn't play in the series opener. A check swing fouls the next pitch back to the screen. But he did see action yesterday, went 1 for 3, a walk and a stolen base. Eisenbarger winds and fires the 1-2. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Don't let it fool you. Even with that solo home run from Felix, Eisenbarger will not be phased. Runs are going to be tough to come by. That might be the only run you see here today. With the way these 2 starters have thrown early in this one, Eisenbarger picking up his 5th strikeout. Here's his first pitch to Drew Donaldson. Fastball misses away, and the count is 1-0. Well, Donaldson making his professional first at-bat at the plate here right now. Next pitch he sees is a heater high, 2 balls and no strikes. Donaldson signed and activated today. Now the 2-0. Fastball way upstairs. And that one will go back to the backstop. Donaldson finalizing his collegiate season here in 2024 at the University of Indy, a prestigious Division II school. The wind and the pitch. Get me over fastball for a strike, and it's 3-1. Donaldson had some good numbers at UIndy. Here's the 3-1. Fastball low, ball 4. So in his first professional plate appearance, Donaldson draws a walk. And the lineup turns over now. It's the leadoff hitter, Delvin Zinn, coming to the plate. Evansville leads it 1-0. We're in the 3rd. 1 gone and a runner on first. Zinn grounded out his first time up. He bats right-handed, the southpaw Eisenbarger at the set. His pitch. Breaking ball at the top of the zone for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Lake Erie scored first in yesterday's game. Evansville able to show some fight and resilience, climbing back. Now the 0-1. And it misses inside. In the series opener, it was the Otters to plate the first run, a solo homer from Gary Mattis in the first. Evansville had 3 home runs on Friday night, one also from Dakota Phillips, and then a 3-run homer from Paven Parks. The 1-1 lined out towards center field, but this is right at Dixon. And he has it. There are 2 gone.
Right fielder, number 23.
Now coming to the plate, Gary Mattis. Speak of the man, the myth, the legend. Evansville leads it 1-0 here in the third, thanks to the solo shot from Justin Felix, the club's 4th home run of the series against Lake Erie. Lefty on righty matchup. Eisenbarger will step and throw to first. Back in safely, Donaldson. We were talking about Eisenbarger and his time in the American Association. Spent part of 2021, 22, and 23 with Gary. Next pitch on the outside corner, and the count is 0-1 to Mattis. At the set, Eisenbarger deals home. Fastball sent to the right side, down by the line. This one hooking foul and out of play. And it's quickly 0-2 now to Gary. Gary was where Eisenbarger began his professional career in the AA. Spent one summer in the MLB Draft League as well. The 0-2. Fastball misses high. Back to begin the summer of 21. He spent some time with the Frederick Keys in the MLB Draft League. Pitched well there, but didn't get signed. Next offering. Breaking ball, low, blocked by the catcher, Tuccillo. And it's now 2-2 for Mattis. He had decent numbers with Gary, but nothing that was eye-popping. This has been his best professional season this year. Here's the 2-2. Mattis takes a fastball high, back pick to first, and in safely Donaldson. So we'll try it at full now, and this is the most that Eisenbarger has had to labor here in the game. His 24th pitch of the inning coming up. First he'll throw to the bag, back in safely Donaldson. 2 gone here in the third. Evansville leads it 1-0. The set. The pitch. Swung on, ripped into left field, but this is right at Washington. Couple of hard hit balls and 2 lineouts for the Otters, but they do get one hard hit ball to go over the fence as Justin Felix breaks the scoreless game. A solo homer to left, and Evansville leads Lake Erie 1-0 after 3. Zach Smith back on the rubber here to begin the top of the fourth inning. Evansville with a 1-0 lead over Lake Erie. The right-hander steps and delivers. Breaking ball drops in for a strike, and the count is 0-1 to the leadoff hitter, Jared Watkins. 9 up, 9 down. First time through the order for Smith. He deals, and the 0-1 is swung on and missed. Quickly 0-2 now to Watkins. The difference in this one, a solo homer from Justin Felix in the bottom of the third inning. Other than that, both starting pitchers looking great here tonight. The 0-2. Fastball misses high and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes now for Watkins. The Lake Erie shortstop working on a 6-game hit streak. .279 hitter this year. Smith gives Felix the shake, now gets a sign he likes. The pitch. Swung on, roped out towards second. Taken on a backhand by Zinn. He'll throw it to first, and there's 1 down. Nice play by Zinn over there at second. He retires Watkins. Here comes Logan Thomason to the plate. Smith yet to give up a base hit and a base runner here in today's game. Righty on righty matchup. Thomason 0 for 1 with a line out. Smith deals. Breaking ball drops in for strike 1. Smith has gotten ahead early and often. Already 7 0-2 counts and 1 1-2 count through the first 10 batters. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses low. And 10 first pitch strikes to the first 11 batters, including Thomason. The 1-1 to him. Fastball in for a strike. Make it now 7 0-2 counts, 2 1-2 counts in the first 11 batters. Unbelievable. Makes it so tough as a hitter when you get down in the count early. Here's the 1-2 from Smith. Fastball misses outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Thomason has struck out 4 times already in this series, 1 for 10. The right-hander kicks and deals. Breaking ball swung on, lined into center field, base hit. Well, there goes the no-no. And the perfect game all in one.
Second baseman to Alberti Chavez.
Now to be Alberti Chavez coming to the plate. Runner on first, 1 gone here in the fourth. Evansville with a 1-0 lead over Lake Erie. Smith in his last appearance through 5 innings against Florence back on the 23rd. That was in the series opener against the Yalls. He's at the set. Smith deals. And it's a breaking ball for a strike 0-1. That was a real gutsy performance from Smith in that last start against the Yalls. Didn't have his best stuff playing in a hitter-friendly ballpark. Gave up just the 1 run in 5 innings. The pitch. Fastball at the top of the zone for a strike, and it's quickly 0-2. In those 5 innings, Smith ended up throwing 102 pitches. That was because he walked 5 guys, and Florence strung together some really lengthy at-bats. We were seeing 6, 7, 8, 9, even 10 pitch battles. But Smith was able to limit the damage, and that was a real indicator as to why he belonged in that 2024 Midsummer Classic in Quebec. A throw to the bag at first, in safely Thomason. Even when you're at 90% or even less, as a pitcher, you have to find a way, and it's not easy. Only the best can do it, but Smith has done that. He's ready with the 0-2. Check swing, and strike 3 as Chavez crossed the plane. Went way too far around on a breaking ball that was blocked by Felix in the dirt. First base occupied for Chavez. No need for a throw from Felix. Had no chance to run down to first. And that's the 4th strikeout of the game for Smith. Now coming to the plate, Vincent Bird Jr. Another throw to first, in safely, Thomason. Lake Erie, 8th in stolen base attempts this year. 97 for 123 as a team. Here's the first pitch to Bird. Fastball misses just off the outside corner. And the count is 1-0. 50 total pitches for Smith here tonight. And 35 have gone for strikes. He's at the set. He deals. Fastball misses low. Evansville leads it 1-0. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Runner on first, 2 gone. Evansville has crept up to being right behind Lake Erie in stolen base attempts this year. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball outside, ball 3. First 3-ball or 3-2 count that Smith has been in tonight. The Otters 91 for 103 in stolen bases. And if you remember, at the beginning of the year, they were in the top 3 in stolen base attempts in the league. The 3-0. Fastball, get me over strike, 3-1. But then once Patrick Lee left after the first 11 games, Evansville dropped off the table. And they were in the bottom 3 in stolen base attempts for a long time. But over the last 3 weeks or so, we have seen them get more and more aggressive, the 3-1. And it's in there for a strike to Bird, the count now full. Players like Gary Mattis making a difference. Players like Delvin Zinn, Randy Bednar picking up stolen bases, Giovanni DiGiacomo, all playing their part. Smith ready with the payoff. Breaking ball lined out to left field, charging in. Bednar, he will make the running catch, and that'll do it here in the top of the 4th. A 1-out single does no damage for Lake Erie. Evansville leads it 1-0 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Pavin Parks leading it off here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Lefty on lefty matchup with Jack Eisenbarger back on the mound. And it is 1-0 Evansville over Lake Erie. The left-hander winds and fires. Parks takes a breaking ball off the outside corner. And the count is 1-0. Eisenbarger, 46 pitches, 28 strikes through the first 3 innings. He deals. And it misses just downstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. Parks' first time at the plate struck out swinging. The pitch. Fastball high and in. 3-0 now. Eisenbarger started off dominating this contest, but To begin the bottom of the third, Justin Felix with a solo homer. 3-0 pitch, swung on and missed. 3-1 now. We talked about this yesterday, but more batters swinging at that 3-0 pitch in today's game. Now the 3-1. Breaking ball, in for a strike. 3-2. Well, a guy like Parks, you feel comfortable giving the green light to him, especially the way he has hit over the last week of baseball. A 7-game hit streak, 4 for 9 this series, including his one at-bat today. The payoff from Eisenbarger. Breaking ball high, ball 4. So a 6-pitch walk. And Parks aboard as a leadoff base runner here in the 4th. Now coming to the plate for the Otters, Randy Bednar.
Left fielder, number 6, Randy Bednar.
1-0 with the home team on top. Series finale between these two clubs. And after today, Evansville will be through the first leg of their 9-game homestand. Lefty on righty matchup. Eisenbarger from the stretch deals, and Bednar fouls it back to the screen, 0-1. After this, the Otters will have Monday, tomorrow off. Then they will begin a new series against Schaumburg over the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The 0-1 pitch, and it misses downstairs, a breaking ball blocked by Tuccillo. After Schaumburg, it's New Jersey. The final East team of the year will come to Bosse Field, and that's who the Otters will finalize that 9-game homestand against. The 1-1. Fastball touches the inside corner. 1-2 now for Randy. Bednar, 0 for 1. He struck out swinging his first time at the plate. That was a streak of 4 strikeouts in a row for Eisenbarger. The 1-2, runner goes to second, swing and a miss, and Tuccillo will have no throw. We have time called, and they're going to call interference on Bednar, and I believe the runner is going to be out at second. Well, if that's batter's interference, then that means that Parks will be out. And he is. Here comes Andy McCauley. Bednar trying to argue that he has a right to the batter's box. And if we can get a replay on that to confirm, I don't think he ever left the right-handed batter's box. A hoist of boos coming out. Here's Andy McCauley to argue with Brett Giron. Bednar was out regardless on the strikeout, no doubt about that. But they're going to say that Parks was out on the interference. And taking a look at the replay, yeah, he was in the box the whole time. Well, Bednar has a right to the batter's box. That is his box, and as long as he stays in it, there should be no interference. Now at the plate, Dakota Phillips. First pitch, fouled back to the screen, 0-1. So just like that, the leadoff walk erased here in the bottom of the 4th. And there are now 2 outs in the inning. Evansville leads at 1-0. The pitch. Phillips takes a fastball high, and the count is 1-1. Dakota struck out looking his first time up. Eisenbarger deals. 1-1 is a heater high. That's a huge break for Eisenbarger because seems like he is starting to lose some of that command. Now the 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball misses outside, 3-1. So getting help from the umpire, well, certainly helpful. The pitch, fastball inside, ball 4. An appeal down to third, and Reed Hoover says Phillips able to hold up in time. Second walk of the inning, but just a runner on first for Evansville here in the 4th. 2 outs, and now coming to the plate, David Mendham.
First baseman, number 34, David Mendham.
Mendham 0 for 1, flew out his first time up. Well, the only hit from Evansville here tonight was that solo homer from Justin Felix. He's on deck. Infield, regular depth. Outfield, medium deep. Mendham batting left-handed. Here's the pitch to him. Swung on, popped up, third base side, near the bag. It's Thomason, crosses the white chalk in foul territory, makes the grab, and the inning is over. So a batter's interference helping Eisenbarger out on the mound as he walked two, but only left one stranded. No damage done from Evansville here in the home fourth as they lead it 1-0 over Lake Erie on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Ronald Washington leading it off for Lake Erie here in the top of the fifth. Zach Smith back on the rubber as the right-hander will work from the stretch. He kicks and deals the first pitch, and it's tapped back to the screen foul. The count is 0-1. Evansville with a 1-0 lead over Lake Erie. Zach Smith doing Zach Smith things as he has been nothing but excellent here tonight. His 0-1 pitch is a breaking ball that misses outside and low. Evens the count now for Ronald. Washington 0 for 1. A ground out to third his first time up. Smith shakes off the sign, now gets one he likes, comes to the set. From the stretch he deals. Fastball misses low, 2-1 now. Smith has played in 3 out of the 4 major independent baseball leagues throughout his career. Came to Evansville halfway through the 2022 season after previously spending time with Missoula in the Pioneer League. Well, that's 2 leagues crossed off right there. Now the 2-1. Grounded out to third once more from Washington. Fielded by Donaldson. His throw is good, and there's one gone. Washington with his second ground out to Donaldson in as many tries at the plate. He's out number 1. Here comes John Tuchillo to the plate. Evansville leads it 1-0 over Lake Erie. The other league that Smith has seen action in, the Atlantic League. He's ready at the belt. The pitch swung on, a chopper to short, backhanded deep in the hole by Parks. Strong throw to first, and he airmails it. This is way over the head of Mendham, and it's backed up by the Otters defense. Delvin Zinn, the second baseman, picking that ball up as it clanked off that right field siding. Well, Parks got really lucky that he didn't launch that into the seats. And the E6 will hold Tuchillo at first, but again, he got lucky because Tuchillo not able to advance any further. Good backup from the Otters defense. So an error. And another base runner for the Crushers, their second tonight, coming to the plate, Burl Dixon. Smith, the right-hander, ready. He deals. Breaking ball misses outside, and the count is 1-0. Errors have not been kind to Evansville this year. They have given up a lot of unearned runs, including 3 already in this series. And 3 of those unearned runs all coming yesterday. Now the 1-0 pitch. A bunt attempt by Dixon. Fastball high. He pulls back and the count 2-0. So we'll see how Smith is able to work around that mistake. Smith has looked, again, really sharp tonight. The Katy, Texas product throws home, and the next pitch is lined back. 2 balls and a strike now for Dixon. That one Atlantic season that Smith had was in 2021. And that was before he went to Missoula, spent time with Lancaster. The 2-1. Breaking ball misses a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now for Dixon. Evansville leads it 1-0. We're in the 5th. The set from Smith. Now the 3-1. Swung on a ground ball through the right side, base hit. Tuchillo will stop at second. Dixon standing on first. That's the second knock of the game from Lake Erie. And now that error puts a man in scoring position with 1 out, and it's Alex Rodriguez coming to the plate. 65 pitches from Smith, 43 strikes. Righty on righty matchup. Rodriguez struck out his first time up. Double play ball in effect. That's how the infield lines up. Outfield playing deep. Here's the pitch from Smith. Breaking ball in for strike 1 on the outside corner. Smith in his first year with the Otters closed out 2022 with a 3.86 ERA. Last year, a 4.57 ERA on the hill. He deals. 0-1 is another breaking ball. Tried with that slider, missed low. And it's 1-1 now for Rodriguez. This has been Smith's best professional season. He leans in. Comes to the set. Now the 1-1. Swung on a line shot over the second baseman's in. This falls in right center, picked up by Mattis. Getting the hold at third is Tuchillo. Throw comes into the plate, smothered by Felix. 2 hits and an error, and the bases are loaded for Lake Erie. And now it's Sam Franco coming to the plate. Again, errors have not been friendly to Evansville. Can they avoid trouble and preserve their 1-0 lead here in inning number 5? Franco 0 for 1. He was 3 for 4 yesterday, though. A home run, a double, a single, just a triple away from the cycle. First pitch to the right-handed hitter. Breaking ball, just a little bit high, and the count is 1-0. Well, the Otters, plain and simply, would love a double play. They don't need it, but it would help with that top of the order coming around next, the 1-0. Grounded back to the screen, foul, and we'll try it at 1-1. Smith, the magician, trying to create a little magic once again. What can he pull out of his hat here? The set. The pitch. Breaking ball lifted in the air. Shallow center. DiGiacomo didn't read it good at first, and it will fall as he then charges in. Couldn't get there in time. Throw goes to the bag at second. Everybody's safe. The unearned run comes in to score. And that ball was misplayed out in center field by Giovanni. RBI single for Franco, but a Texas leaguer hit, and one that should have resulted in another out. If DiGiacomo gets a good jump on that ball, he's able to retire Franco and perhaps even keep that runner at third. Here comes Max Peterson. He wants a word. And this game's tied at 1. So that run unearned. And now it's the leadoff hitter, Jared Watkins, 0 for 2 tonight, a strikeout and a ground out. Peterson closes out the meeting. He will walk back to the Otters' first base dugout. Felix going back to home. A real shame. And we'll see how Smith responds. Well, while Smith is on the rubber, that is now the 13th unearned run that he has surrendered this year. The pitch. Fastball nubbed to the third base side, foul. And he is not the only Otter as a pitcher to give up a lot of unearned runs. Smith at the set. He deals. And it misses a little low. We said this yesterday, but it's worth bringing up again. I had a conversation with Paven Parks while at Be-Fit by Bob's, proud sponsor of the Evansville Otters. Smith ready with the 1-1. Fastball roped out to left field. This is playable for Bednar, makes the catch. Tagging for home is Dixon. He will score, and it's another unearned run as it's now 2-1 Lake Erie. That out should have ended the inning. Every run that comes in to score from here on out in this inning, unearned. And it should be still 1-0 Evansville leading. It'll go down as a sacrifice RBI fly for Watkins. Now coming to the plate, Logan Thomason. 2 gone, 2 runners on the pitch. Fastball in for a strike and the count 0-1. Well, what we were saying about Paven, he said, look, if a team is going to get base hits, sometimes all you can do is tip your cap. Okay, you earned it. But if you're going to give up unearned runs, walks, errors, that's when it will cost you. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses low. Not to call Parks out, but it's a little ironic because these unearned runs starting because Parks airmailed David Mendham at first. The set from Smith. Now the 1-1. Breaking ball bounces in. Well, Parks wasn't happy with himself after that throw, but unfortunately it has come back to bite Evansville once again. And we have just said that one too many times this year. Thomason 1 for 2. He singled his last time up. Smith a look to second, deals home. Fastball lifted in the air, straight away center field. DiGiacomo taking a few steps back into his right, makes the catch. That'll do it here in the top of the 5th. Damage has been done. 2 unearned runs come in to score for Lake Erie as they lead it 2-1 over Evansville on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Bottom of the 5th inning, what kind of response can Evansville come up with as they surrendered 2 unearned runs in the top of this inning? Lake Erie now leads it 2-1, but Justin Felix at the plate. Jack Eisenbarger's first pitch is a fastball that misses away, and the count is 1-0. Felix's first time at the dish, a solo homer to left. Now the 1-0, and it's inside, and Felix has to get out of the way. Count moves to 2-0 as that one went back to the screen off the glove of the catcher, John Tuchillo. Felix has the only Otters hit here tonight. The pitch, and it's in for a strike, 2-1 now. Well, Felix only came in batting 179 from the right side, but when he gets it, he gets it. The 2-1 inside, and it hits Justin. Well, that'll send him down to first, a leadoff base runner for the Otters. And now coming to the plate, it's Giovanni DiGiacomo. That was a heater from Eisenbarger. Felix taking his time before going on a light jog down to first. That one probably didn't feel too good, but it looked like it got him in his wallet. DiGiacomo batting left-handed. Eisenbarger comes to the set. The southpaw deals. A bunt attempt, and it missed low. The count 1-0. DiGiacomo struck out his first time up, batting .250 on the year, entering play tonight. 1 for 3 yesterday. The pitch, he squares the bunt again. Fastball high, 2-0. Giovanni laid down a successful bunt in yesterday's game. Tried to bunt for a hit, and it was a great bunt down the third base line, but the catcher, John Tuchillo, made a nice play. Throw to the bag at first. Felix in safely. The catcher jumped out of the squat quickly, hustled down the line, barehanded the ball, spun, threw a hard bullet to first. Here's the 2-0. And it's a breaking ball, drops in for a strike. No bunt shown that time by Giovanni. Giovanni in his 26th game with the Otters this year, a late addition to the lineup. Now the 2-1. First to throw over, Felix in again. Giovanni signed toward the middle of June. Here's the pitch, and it's at the knees for a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. DiGiacomo started the year really hot for Evansville. Was batting over .540 through the first 6 games. That's not a huge sample size, but it seemed like every time he came to the plate, he was getting on base. Eisenbarger at the set. The pitch, breaking ball inside, check swing. Did not go around, says third base umpire Reed Hoover. And the count 3-2. Well, Hoover standing behind the mound toward the first base side. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Now coming to the plate, Drew Donaldson. Donaldson again in his professional debut here tonight for Evansville. Just graduated from UIndy Athletics. The left-hander sets and deals. Fastball at the knees for a strike. You know, thinking back on that, I guess he didn't graduate from the athletics program. Graduated from the university, but he was a part of the athletics program. Swing and a miss on the next pitch. He's down in the count 0-2. Sometimes, folks, all you can do is laugh at yourself. I do that a lot. But Donaldson had a good career at the Division II level, was an All-American in 2023, the 0-2. Fastball high and outside. He hit .410 in his junior stint to be named D2 first ballot All-American. He pops the next pitch up, foul, back over the screen. And we'll have another 1-2 pitch coming. And he was the first Greyhound to earn NCBWA, D2 CCA, and ABCA Rawlings first team All-American all in one season. The pitch, fastball misses in, and for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, that basically means that from 3 different committees he was selected as a first team All-American. Now, there are different committees that vote on who is an All-American. The 2-2, fastball high. The 2 most well-known ones, Division1Baseball.com, Division2Baseball.com, Division3Baseball.com, and ABCA/Rawlings. The payoff, and it's lined back to the screen foul. We'll try it again at 3-2. So Donaldson selected by 3 different groups, all agreeing that he was, again, a first-team All-American. And that was the first time in Greyhound history. The pitch misses downstairs, ball 4. 2 plate appearances, 2 walks for Donaldson. He's keeping that on base up in his professional debut, and still no official at-bats yet. So the lineup card will turn over. Second walk of the inning from Eisenbarger. And Eisenbarger, again, has struggled with that command here tonight. He's already walked 5. Here comes the pitching coach, Jonathan Albaladejo. And he will have a word with Eisenbarger on the mound. Delvin Zinn 0 for 2 tonight, a line out and a ground out. He struggled this series 1 for 9, but he has still reached base 4 times because he's walked thrice. That was a great at-bat from Donaldson. Saw 8 pitches. That pitch count is starting to get up there for Eisenbarger. Now at 80 total tosses. Lefty on righty matchup, meeting on the mound over. Eisenbarger comes to the set. From the stretch, he deals, and Zinn takes a fastball at the top of the zone for a strike. Zinn in total disbelief, giving a stare down to Brett Gyron as he was making that strike call. And the count is 0-1. Zinn hit the ball hard his last time up. The 0-1 to him. Breaking ball popped up. And this is back behind the plate. John Tuccillo giving it a look. Playable on the warning track. Makes the catch. So a quick out as Zinn is retired on 2 pitches on the foul out. Runners on first and second, and here comes Gary Mattis. Mattis 0 for 2, a strikeout and a lineout. Mattis with a home run this series, an RBI, 2 runs scored. The set from Eisenbarger. First pitch in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1. The Otters trailing Lake Erie 2-1 after giving up 2 unearned runs in the top of this inning. We're in the 5th. Now the 0-1. And it's lined back over the screen, fouling out of play. We'll try it at 0-2. Well, Evansville has now surrendered 5 unearned runs to Lake Erie here in this series. Not a recipe for success, but Evansville still winning the first 2 games. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, popped up, fouling out of play. So the Otters taking care of business 9-1 on Friday. Yesterday they walked it off, but that game was a lot closer than it had to be. And today they're in another hole because of defensive mistakes. Now the 0-2. Breaking ball shot to the shortstop, Watkins, and he catches it on the fly, and that'll do it here in the 5th. Evansville goes down quietly. They strand 2 runners, and they trail Lake Erie 2-1 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Top of the 6th inning, Zach Smith back on the rubber as the right-hander surrendered 2 unearned runs in the 5th inning. And Lake Erie was able to jump ahead. They lead it 2-1 over Evansville. And it's the leadoff hitter, Alberti Chavez, coming to the plate. 3-4-5 in the order for the Crushers. Chavez 0 for 2, a line out and a strikeout. Smith at the set, the right-hander, kicks and deals home. First pitch, a fastball, just misses off the inside corner, 1-0. Smith, 79 pitches, 51 strikes. He's at the set. He offers up. Fastball at the knees, 1-1. Some news in Major League Baseball. Because Lake Erie is in town, the Cleveland Guardians taking 2 out of 3 games from the best team in baseball, the Philadelphia Phillies. And the Guardians able to hold that 1 spot in the American League right now. The 1-1 is chopped back to the screen foul. And we'll try it at 1-2 for Chavez. So the Guardians with the best record in the American League. That was a huge series win as they took down Philly 4-3 in the rubber game today. Smith at the set, the 1-2. Breaking ball, misses low. Well, Matt Will and I here at Evansville have a little long-standing rivalry going. He's a Royals fan. So both teams in the AL Central. So we are competing foes in the major leagues right now. Smith ready. The 2-2. Swing and a miss.
That's a German-American Bank strikeout.
Another strikeout for Smith.
First baseman,
And he's got his 5th of the night as he sets down Chavez. 1 gone here in the 6th. And coming to the plate, Vincent Bird. So every time the Guardians lose, Matt Will gets a little excited, and every time the Royals lose, I like to poke a little fun at them. All in good spirits. Righty on lefty matchup. First pitch from Smith, and Bird swings and misses. The count is 0-1. Lake Erie 2, Evansville 1. We're in the 6th. Bases empty. 1 out. Now the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, in for a strike. I guess that also means, if you didn't catch on, that I'm a Guardians fan. Hey, born and raised in Cleveland, what can I say? The 0-2 coming. Smith deals. Fastball, misses low, 1-2. It is interesting, though. Somehow, some way, the Guardians, who are one of the best teams in baseball, ended up with the #1 pick this year in the 2024 draft. The 1-2. Fastball misses outside. And that's because of the way that Major League Baseball does their lottery system. It was a slim chance, almost no chance for the Guardians, but they ended up getting the #1 pick. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball, called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Smith here in the 6th. He sets down Bird Jr. Coming to the plate now, Ron Washington, bases empty. Lake Erie leads it 2-1. Well, with that pick, the Guardians selected middle infielder Travis Bazzana out of Oklahoma State. Or excuse me, Oregon State, beg your pardon. The right-hander deals. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, and the count is 0-1. Pitch number 90 of the game for Zach Smith coming up. He deals. Fastball just a little bit low, and the count is 1-1. Smith now with 6 strikeouts. He's given up no earned runs yet. The 1-1. Breaking ball low and outside. Cloudy day here at the ballpark. Well, that R word has stayed away for the meantime. Time will tell if it holds off the rest of the night. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on Washington, had him out in front with the changeup. .77 degrees here in Evansville. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, just a little bit outside. A close pitch from Smith. And it just missed the outside black. We'll try it now at 3-2 to the right-handed hitting Washington. American flag with a steady breeze to left field. First time we've seen it blow that way all series. Now the payoff. Breaking ball, check swing, foul. This goes back to the screen and we'll have another 3-2. We talked about Eisenbarger throwing a no-hitter early in June. Well, Zach Smith late in June threw a complete game shutout in 9 innings against Windy City. The payoff, fastball outside, ball 4. Felix not happy that that was not called. 2 close pitches on the outside corner, both balls, and a 7-pitch walk. The first walk of the game from Smith. A 2-out base runner. And Lake Erie leads it 2-1. Here comes Max Peterson. Nobody up and going in the bullpen for Evansville, so this will just be a visit. Out of the 95 total pitches that Smith has thrown here tonight, 60 have gone for strikes. That's a 63.2% rate. That was pretty good. Again, usually you want to live anywhere from 60% and above. 2/3 is the gold standard as to being ideal. Anything above that, and you've got some diamonds.
Catcher number 3, John Tuchillo.
Meeting on the mound over, here comes John Tuchillo. Runner on first, 2 outs here in the 6th. Lake Erie leads it 2-1. Smith at the set. He kicks and fires. Tuchillo takes one at the knees for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Smith with 2 strikeouts here in the inning. He offers up. Breaking ball misses outside. Smith started this game throwing 24 pitches in the first 2 innings. Had another quick third. The pitch count spiked a little bit in that 4th. 23 in the last inning, though. The pitch, another fastball at the knees, and the count is 1-2 now to Tuchillo. That was pitch number 20 on that knee-high fastball. So 21 coming up here in the 6th. And that's bumped his pitch count up a little bit. He's at the set. Now the 1-2. Bouncing ball blocked by Felix. And the deuces are wild for Johnny T. Tuchillo 0 for 2. He reached on an error his last time up. Later came around to score on an unearned run. Pitch number 100 of the game for Smith. Here it is. Breaking ball misses low and outside, and it's now 3-2. I would imagine that this will be Smith's final inning. And it looks like he's starting to lose some of his command out there, similar to Eisenbarger. The right-hander at the set. Now the payoff pitch. And it's tapped to the left side. Foul near the Crushers' third base dugout. And we'll have another 3-2 for John Tuchillo. Another lengthy frame. These middle innings taking longer than the first 3 innings, that's for sure. Runner going on the pitch, the 3-2. Tapped off the glove of the catcher. Felix couldn't hold on. Back-to-back foul balls with 2 strikes for Tuchillo. Fighting with a 3-2 count. Tuchillo had a nice game yesterday, 3 for 4 at the dish. Entered today batting .294. The Otters going for the series sweep against Lake Erie here tonight. Smith at the set. He deals. 3-2, lifted the opposite way, out of play. Try it again for the right-handed hitter. It would be the first time all year that Evansville picks up a sweep. And it would be the first time all year Evansville is able to win 3 games in a row. Smith ready at the chest, he deals. And this is tapped off the catcher, Tuchillo. 4 foul balls in a row on the 3-2 pitch, and we'll have to do it again. Well, the sky's starting to clear up a little bit, out toward right center field at least. But what we have to worry about is behind us, what we can't see. That's where all the storm came from earlier. Now the 3-2. Breaking ball, called, strike 3. Tuchillo not happy, having a couple of words for home plate umpire Brett Gyron. And did Tuchillo just get tossed? Yes, he did. John Tuchillo has been ejected from the game, arguing balls and strikes from Gyron. And Lake Erie will have to find a new catcher. We'll head to a break. 5.5 in the books. A runner stranded from Lake Erie. No damage done, but they lead it 2-1 over Evansville.
Big burgers and the freshest sushi in all of Evansville. Visit Drinks at 1222 Hurston Road or drinkscomeplay.com. Now let's get to dancing. Otters are back Tuesday night. Schaumburg Boomers are in town. The first
Well, the new catcher, as John Tuchillo was just ejected at the end of the top of the 6th inning for arguing balls and strikes, will be Alex Rodriguez taking over duties behind the dish. Rodriguez making the defensive change, so that means the next time John Tuchillo's spot in the order comes around, Lake Erie will have a new batter. At the plate, Paven Parks here to begin the bottom of the 6th. And it's a breaking ball that misses outside from Jack Eisenbarger, the count 1-0. Lake Erie leads it 2-1 over the Otters. Here's the pitch from the southpaw. And it's a breaking ball outside, 2-0 now. Eisenbarger, 88 pitches, 49 strikes. Time called between Rodriguez and Eisenbarger. Hey, want to make your lawn and landscape look like a field of dreams? Make sure you use 10 Barge professional brand products. Pick them up at any of our 3 locations, beautifying the communities we live in and the grass we walk and play on, all since 1940. Any of our locations, meaning 10 Barges locations, just to clarify, in case you were confused. Here's the 2-0. Breaking ball misses low. Look, maybe I'm just not the sharpest tool in the shed, but when I read that advertisement for the first time, I said, our professional brand products. Does Evansville have 3 local stores? The 3-0 misses downstairs. No, it's called a strike at the knees, 3-1. I don't know. The southpaw deals. This is shot to the first base side. Foul, we'll try it at 3-2. Like I said earlier, folks, sometimes you just have to laugh at yourself. Eisenbarger at the set. He winds and fires the payoff. Parks takes a breaking ball away, ball 4. 6-pitch free pass drawn by Paven. And that's another walk from Eisenbarger here in this contest. His first one came in the 3rd inning. He walked 1 there, then he walked 2 in the 4th, 2 in the last inning in the 5th. So he's now up to 6 walks in the game. That pitch count starting to get up there. Now coming to the plate, Randy Bednar. First pitch to him. Fastball misses high and the count 1-0. Randy 0 for 2 with a couple of Ks. Bednar hasn't hit a home run in a while, but he's got 10 on the year. Now the 1-0. Fastball at the top of the zone for a strike, and it's now 1-1. Randy has that power in him. He just hasn't been able to bring it out as of late. Eisenbarger comes to the set, and he offers up the 1-1. Runner goes to second. Fastball high. No throw from Rodriguez. He holds on to it. Parks with his 6th stolen base of the year in 8 tries, and it's a runner in scoring position. That's the tying run on second. Nobody out here in this home 6th. Bednar's last home run almost a month ago, all the way back on July 2nd. Now the 2-1. Swung on a missile out toward left center field. In the gap on his horse, Dixon dives, can't make the catch. This falls out of his glove. This will go all the way to the wall. Picked up by the left fielder, Washington. Coming in to score, Parks, and Bednar on third. He's got a triple. 2-2 your score. A tie game, and that's the 3rd triple of the year for Randy Bednar. The diving effort from Dixon costs Lake Erie at least 1 bag from Bednar. Probable chances that Parks was going to score regardless, but now it's even more dangerous as here comes Jared Lemieux because there's nobody out and 190 feet from scoring for the Otters. Well, let's see if Lemieux makes that call to the bullpen. Hasn't signaled yet, but there was one throwing. Now he's standing awaiting the signal. Lemieux having some words with Eisenbarger. And the Otters have a chance to take the lead once again. Dakota Phillips, the man coming to the plate. That was stung into the gap in left center. Dixon gave it a good chance. And he actually slipped on his second attempt getting to the baseball. which is why Washington had to pick it up. No pitching change. Eisenbarger will stay in the game. And Dakota Phillips digging in from the left side. Infield playing in for Lake Erie. The southpaw at the set. He deals. First pitch, a fastball that misses low, and the count is 1-0. 97 pitches for Eisenbarger, 53 strikes. He's ready. He deals. And this one is at the knees. Looked to be a heater, and it is a 1-1 count now for Phillips. Dak 0 for 1, a strikeout and a walk here tonight. 2-2 your score. We're in the 6th. The pitch. Breaking ball misses upstairs, 2-1. Bednar on third, Mendham on deck for Evansville. Outfield playing medium deep. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, shot to the first base side, but just to the right of the bag, and it's a foul ball, 2-2. Phillips putting together a really nice series, including his ABs today. 5 for 9 with a home run, 3 RBI, a run and a stolen base. Eisenbarger kicks and deals. Check swing, and Phillips went too far around. And that's a strikeout for Eisenbarger. Big K there to set down Phillips. And now coming to the plate, David Mendham. Well, here comes Jared Lemieux once again, so we're going to have a pitching change. More information on the reliever to come when we come back here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Evansville with a runner on third and 1 gone here in this 6th. 2-2 your score with Lake Erie. Another southpaw taking over duties on the mound for Lake Erie. Kenny Pearson to relieve Jack Eisenbarger. Eisenbarger's line, 5 1/3, 2 runs, both earned on 2 hits, 5 walks, a hit by pitch, and 8 strikeouts. The situation Pearson inherits, a runner on third, 1 gone in the 6th. 2-2 the score between Lake Erie and Evansville. Pearson, 6'4", 225 on the rubber. He steps and delivers first pitch to David Mendham off the outside part of the plate, and the count is 1-0 to the left-handed hitter. 101 pitches, 56 strikes from Eisenbarger. Excuse me. Now the 1-0. Breaking ball, low, blocked by John Tuccillo. 2 balls and no strikes. Pearson pitched yesterday, went a third of an inning, struck out 1. Pearson steps off the rubber as Mendham wants time. He ready, and he deals. Breaking ball in for a strike, and the count is 2-1. Pearson comes to the set. He delivers. Mendham takes low, ball 3. Infield playing in for Lake Erie. And the outfield medium deep. The Otters have already scored 1 run here in this inning, an RBI triple from Randy Bednar to score Paven Parks, who led off with a walk. The 3-1 coming. Breaking ball outside, ball 4.
That's into your head. Sidewalk, Cafe, and
5 pitches, 1 strike, and a walk out of the bullpen for Pearson. Well, that does set up the double play opportunity for Lake Erie. And so Justin Felix will have to be oh so cautious to avoid the twin killing. This is a golden opportunity for Evansville to capitalize with a runner on third. Felix, his last time at the plate, hit a solo homer to left field. He bats right-handed, the pitch to him. Swung on, a grounder to third, off the bag, fair ball. This will go into left field, and coming in to score is Bednar. Otters take the lead, 3-2 over Lake Erie. The second hit of the game for Felix in as many at-bats, and he picks up another RBI, his 8th of the year. How do you like that? How about Justin Felix? Now on a 3-game hit streak after his plate appearances tonight. And Felix just hugged that one inside that left field line as again it hit the bag. Up to second, Mendham, runners on first and second at the plate. Giovanni DiGiacomo cuts and comes up empty on the first pitch, and it's 0-1. Now the set from Pearson. The pitch. And it misses high on a fastball. And the ball pogo stick on the third base bag into left field, which allowed Bednar to score. Second run of the inning for Evansville. Now the 1-1. Both runners go, and the throw goes to third. They will not get the runner as Mendham is able to slide in safely. Close play at the bag. Mendham with his 9th stolen base of the year. Felix up to second, his 2nd stolen bag. And the infield playing in for Lake Erie once again. 3-2, Otters lead it. DiGiacomo with a 2-1 count. The pitch from Pearson. Fastball misses low, and it's 3-1. Good hitters count for DiGiacomo. 1 for 3 yesterday, hitless today. Now the 3-1. Outside, ball 4. Load them up for Evansville. They have the bases loaded. And now it is Drew Donaldson coming to the plate. What a moment for the rookie. In his professional debut, already thrown into a pressure-packed situation. And the guy wearing number 45 will dig in from the right side. Pearson in his 30th appearance here tonight, 27 1/3 prior innings and a 3.62 ERA. He deals. Donaldson takes low, and the count is 1-0. He struggled out of the bullpen so far, giving up 2 walks and an RBI single. Evansville leads it 3-2. The pitch. Swung on, grounded, foul down the third baseline, just past the bag. And the count is 1-1. We're in the 6th inning. And the Otters looking to sweep Lake Erie. They would love some insurance runs here. The set from Pearson, the southpaw, looks to second, comes home. And it's a breaking ball low. Donaldson walking in his first 2 trips to the plate. The 2-1. Swung on, popped up, first base side out of play.
An overhead foul ball brought to you by Hess Construction. Choose the best. Never regret.
So Donaldson, no official at-bats yet, but a good chance to capitalize here. The UND product awaits the 2-2. Swung on, a chopper out toward third, taken by Thomason, throws to second for 1, relay to first, double play. Well, the Otters will take the lead here in the 6th as they plate 2, and they jump ahead of the Crushers 3-2, but some left on the table for Evansville. A chance for more. They'll have to settle for the 1-run lead, and we'll head to the 7th. The day is over for Zach Smith. What a night it was for him on the mound. He went 6 strong innings, giving up 2 unearned runs to the Lake Erie Crushers, 4 hits, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk for the right-hander. Now it's a southpaw. Griff Hughes, the first pitcher out of the bullpen for the Otters tonight as they lead it 3-2 here in the top of the 7th. Hughes will face Burl Dixon, Alex Rodriguez, and Sam Franco. First pitch, Dixon squares the bunt, fastball high and in, and the count is 1-0. Dixon 1 for 2, singled and scored his last time at the plate. Lefty on lefty matchup. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball drops in for a strike, and the count even at 1-1. Now Smith, no earned runs. Another quality start for him. Now the wind and the pitch. Fastball in the outside corner, taken for a strike, and it's now 1-2 for Dixon. That is the 8th quality start in 14 starts this year for Smith. The 1-2 coming in just a moment. First, Dixon calls time. Hughes, 23 appearances, a 1-0 win-loss record, 3.86 ERA, 28 innings on the bump. He steps and deals. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And Dixon swings at it, lines it into right field. Charging in, Mattis makes the catch. Now coming to the plate, Alex Rodriguez.
Catcher, 28.
And a 4-pitch out for Hughes out of the bullpen. Hughes offers a 4-seam fastball, slider, changeup, splitter. The left-hander into the wind. Here's his first pitch. Rodriguez takes a fastball high. Rodriguez taking over duties behind the plate, catching in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the 1-0. Fastball just a smidge upstairs. And that was because John Tuccillo, the original starting catcher, was tossed out of the game, arguing balls and strikes. Now the 2-0 delivery. Breaking ball misses off the outside corner. And it's 3-0 to the right-handed hitting Rodriguez. Well, the new catcher, 1 for 2, singled his last time up, has a strikeout to his card, the 3-0. Fastball in, ball 4. Evansville leads it 3-2.
Right fielder, 7, Sam Franco.
And it's a 1-out base runner for the Crushers. Now coming to the plate, the 9-hole hitting Sam Franco. Franco entered today batting .277 for Lake Erie. A new guy added to this roster just a couple of weeks ago. First pitch he sees, misses downstairs. And the count is 1-0. Franco, a Purdue product, spent a couple of seasons with the Boilermakers during his collegiate tenure. The pitch, and it drops in for a strike. Finalized 2023 with Purdue in the Big Ten. Had 27 at-bats, hit .259 in 21 games. Now the 1-1 from Hughes. Breaking ball slapped out to left. Charging in is Bednar. He's able to make the running catch. He'll throw it all the way back to first, but back in is Rodriguez. Well, the ball being hit hard here in this 7th inning from Lake Erie. But Hughes has 2 outs. And now coming to the plate, it's the leadoff hitter, Jared Watkins. Watkins, 4 homers, 24 RBI, 6 doubles entering tonight. He picked up another RBI in the 5th inning on a sacrifice fly. Lefty on lefty battle, first pitch. Breaking ball on the outside corner for a strike, and the count 0-1. Smith throwing 105 pitches as the Evansville starter tonight, 67 strikes. The 0-1 pitch on the outside black, and it's 0-2. Lake Erie in the 4th time through their order. The set. A look to first. The 0-2. Swung on, lifted the opposite way out of play. Watkins 0 for 2 tonight. Along with that sac RBI, he struck out and is grounded out. Hughes ready at the belt. Now he deals. And another grounder, this time foul to the right side. Watkins 1 for 7 in this series. Played in yesterday's game, did not play on Friday night. Trying to extend his 6-game hit streak. The 0-2. Tapped foul at the plate, and Watkins fighting with 2 strikes. 3 foul balls in a row after having an 0-2 count. Hughes' last appearance came in this series. In fact, it came yesterday. 1 1/3 scoreless innings. 2 hits allowed with a walk and 2 strikeouts. He's at the set. The left-hander deals. Breaking ball misses low. Watkins thought about going around, but held up his swing, and it's 1-2. Hughes grew up in the top part of the state of Texas in the Panhandle. Now resides in Knoxville, Tennessee, in the Smoky Mountains. The pitch swung on, and it's a line shot out to right field. Taking a few steps back is Mattis. He's there to make the catch. 3 lineouts from Griff Hughes as the defense was right there to back him up. A runner stranded on first. No damage done from Lake Erie. It's stretch time here at Bosse Field, and your Otters with a 3-2 lead over the Crushers. We'll be back after this. Bottom of the 7th inning, top of the Evansville order, beg your pardon, for Lake Erie. A new arm, Leonardo Rodriguez will toe the rubber for Kenny Pearson, the big right-hander, into the wind. His first pitch on the inside corner, a strike, and the count is 0-1 to Zinn. Pearson, 2/3 of an inning, didn't give up a run, the pitch. And this is lifted back over the screen, fouling out of play quickly, 0-2, but he did give up an inherited base runner. And Evansville with a 3-2 lead over the Crushers, looking to get the series sweep. The 0-2. Swung on, a grounder through the left side, base hit for Zinn. Well, for the best pitching staff in the Frontier League coming into this series, the Crushers have struggled against Evansville. I give credit to the Otters because they have found situational hitting throughout this series, coming through in some big-time moments, and they've had their way with this Lake Erie staff. Now at the plate, Gary Mattis, throw to the bag at first. They got Zinn picked off, but the ball dropped by Vincent Bird Jr. So a failed pickoff attempt, and Zinn was dead to rights, caught between first and second. And he got a get out of jail free card. Now he's in scoring position. Marked an error on the first baseman, Bird. That was one that he should have caught, a simple throw to second or even a rundown, and Zinn is toast. A gift from Lake Erie. And the first pitch to Mattis, fastball high and in, and the count is 1-0. Mattis 0 for 3. He's 2 for 12 in the series with a home run, an RBI, a walk, 2 runs scored, and a stolen base. The pitch, fastball, paints the inside black, 1-1 to the right-handed hitter. Rodriguez, 600, 265 on the scale. The 1-1. Swung on a liner over the shortstop. Watkins, base hit. This goes into left center. Being waved around, Holmes in. He will try to score. Throw to the plate, cut off by Bird, and it is a 4-2 Otters lead. RBI single for Mattis, and some insurance comes in. Back-to-back hits to start the inning for Evansville. And for the meantime, that run will be unearned. So that error coming back to bite the Crushers for now. And now coming to the dish, it is Paven Parks, righty on lefty matchup. Rodriguez at the set, he deals. Runner goes to second. First pitch, swing and a miss. Rodriguez's throw to the bag, and it skips away from the shortstop, Watkins. Backed up by the second baseman, Chavez, and it's a stolen base for Mattis, his 10th of the year and as many tries. Count 0-1 for Parks. He's 0 for 1, 2 walks and a run scored. The set and the pitch. Breaking ball near the shoe tops of Paven, gets out of the way. Rodriguez pitched in the series opener. He went 1 inning, giving up 2 runs on 3 hits. The big righty at the set. He offers up, tapped into the glove of the catcher Rodriguez, and the count now 1-2 for Parks. As Zane Claudefelter, our PA guy, said, it is Rodriguez squared between the battery partner. Leonardo looks to second, throws home, swing and a miss. Parks down on strikes. He's out number 1 here in this 7th inning. And now coming to the plate, Randy Bednar. Rodriguez into his 20th appearance on the mound, 32 2/3 innings. He's got 3 games in the starting role this year, 1-0 win-loss record, 4.41 ERA. Righty on righty matchup. Bednar watches the first pitch outside. Runner goes for third. Ball dropped by Rodriguez. And another stolen base for Mattis. Timing Rodriguez up, and Rodriguez with a slower leg kick on the mound. Rushing the catcher Rodriguez. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, was behind on a fastball. Well, we had 95 flashed on the radar gun before it then said 87. Not sure which number it was. It looked pretty hard, though. Infield playing in for Lake Erie. The set. The 0-2. And Bednar fights this one off. An inside heater going the opposite way, out of play, and we'll have another 0-2. Bednar, an RBI triple and a run scored his last time at the plate. Rodriguez ready at the belt. Now the 0-2. Fastball way upstairs. Stopped by Rodriguez, and it's 1-2. The other two plate appearances for Bednar today resulting in Ks, so that was a huge hit for him. Now the 1-2. Swung on a shot, back up the middle, base hit. Coming in to score is Mattis. A 2-run seventh for Evansville, and they take a 5-2 lead over Lake Erie. Another big-time hit for Bednar. An RBI single, and with that infield drawn in, that might have been just enough for the baseball to get through. Was down in the count 0-2. Saw a ball and then was able to get enough of the baseball to pick up a single up the chute. Now coming to the plate, Dakota Phillips. Runner on first, one gone. Infield at double play depth, shaded ever so slightly to the first base side. First pitch to Phillips, lifted the opposite way, out of play. 0-1 to the left-handed hitter. Outfield playing medium deep. Wind again with a steady breeze out to left field. It was limp for about a half inning. The night sky rolling in here in Evansville. Rodriguez looks to first. At the set, he deals. Swing and a miss. Phillips behind on a fastball. 88 miles an hour on the gun that time, and the count is 0-2. A cool night here in Evansville, 76 degrees. Rodriguez ready. And the 0-2. Fastball misses in. Evansville trying to complete their first series sweep of the 2024 season. They have knocked the Crushers down a notch from second place to third. Now, they still have 4 games over Schaumburg, so it would take more than tonight to knock them down out of the playoff race. The 1-2, fouled back, and we'll try it again at 1-2. Schaumburg in that 4 seed right now. Florence creeping up on them. They are just 3 games back of the Boomers. How about the Y'alls winning 5 in a row, including 3 against Evansville earlier this week? The Y'alls have caught fire 8-2 in their last 10. Rodriguez leaning in, Phillips digging back in from that left side. The set and the 1-2. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Rodriguez. Phillips retired on 5 pitches, now coming to the plate, David Mendham. Twenty pitches here this inning for Rodriguez. He's been throwing strikes, 16 of them have found the mark. Righty on lefty matchup. Evansville leads it 5-2. The pitch. Bouncing ball, kicks away from Rodriguez, the catcher, and up to second base is Bednar on the WP. Mendham 0 for 2. He walked his last time up, later stole third. A runner in scoring position. 2 outs here in this 7th inning. Rodriguez ready. He deals. Fastball misses high. 2 balls and no strikes for Mendham. Rodriguez ready. Glove near the chest. A look to second. Runner goes to third on the pitch. Grounder back up the middle. Base hit for Mendham. And that will easily allow Bednar to score as, again, he was going for third on the steal. An RBI base hit for David. And how about Evansville? 5 runs in the last 2 innings as they bust the game open, and they now lead it 6-2. Now coming to the plate, Justin Felix having himself a night. 2 for 2, a solo homer in the 3rd, an RBI single his last time up, and he was hit by a pitch in the 5th. Felix with that roller off the bag at 3rd his last time up, goes after the first pitch, pops it up, foul behind the plate, and the count is 0-1. Runner on first, 2 gone in the inning. Righty on righty matchup. Now the 0-1. Fastball in, almost hit Felix again. Felix is a ball magnet while at the plate. He has the most hit by pitches in a single game all season. That's only 2, but that was back on June 6th against Gateway, or June 2nd rather. Next pitch fouled back to the screen, and it's now 1-2. But who wants to be hit twice in a game? Especially when it's a 90-plus mile-an-hour fastball from Rodriguez. Leonardo has had to labor. This is pitch number 27 of the inning coming up. He's ready. He deals. Runner goes to second. Fastball popped up, first base side. Bird giving chase, but will run out of room. Out of play.
Overhead foul ball brought to you by Hess Construction. Choose the best. Never regret it.
Rodriguez, a look to first, now comes to the set. The 1-2. Fastball outside. 2-2 the count now. Well, on Wednesday, members of the Evansville Otters staff will join forces with Habitat for Humanity and will help build a house here in local Evansville. The 2-2. Swung on, lifted in the air, shallow center, charging in. Dixon calling for it, and he will make the catch. The inning is over. More information on that Habitat for Humanity when we come back. Evansville gets 3, and they bust the game open. They lead it 6-2 over Lake Erie. We'll take it to the 8th on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network.
These guys are going to attempt to knock each other over. The first to take the other down will win. And go. Congratulations. Sumo is brought to you by Velvet Ice Cream. Get your Velvet Ice Cream behind third base concessions. Back to you, Zane.
Thanks, Chloe. Pitch catcher battery. For the Evansville Otters, we have a new one. Michael McAfee is on the mound, into pitch. McAfee's on the mound. Felix behind the plate. The answer, Auto Repair East, 2319 North River Road, 812-475-9000.
Michael McAveen on the rubber for Evansville here in the 8th inning. 6-2, Evansville leads Lake Erie. First pitch to Logan Thomason, the 2-hole hitter. Breaking ball misses low, the count 1-0. McAveen 6-2, 228 on the rubber. Working from the middle of the mound from Indianapolis, Indiana. The 1-0. Fastball misses in. McAveen pitched yesterday. He also pitched on Friday. He's been asked to do a lot of work for the Otters this series. Now the 2-0. Fastball low and outside, 3-0. But hey, why not? McAveen yet to give up a run against Lake Erie this series. The 3-0 pitch. Fastball down the middle. Thomason, 1 for 3, singled in the 4th inning. Griff Hughes' day comes to a close. Now the 3-1 offering. Fastball at the knees, strike 2. Hughes throwing in that 7th frame in the last inning. Gave up a walk, no hits, no runs, no Ks. The right-hander at the set. Here's the payoff pitch. Fastball popped up first base side. Foul territory, giving chase Mendham. He's at the warning track, and he runs it down. What a play by David Mendham. Near that Otters bullpen, and at the last second, he stuck his glove out to his left. The ball was coming behind him, and Mendham made the basket catch. There's one gone.
Second baseman to Alberti Chavez.
So McAveen able to retire Thomason, working back after being down in the count 3-0, forced it full, and able to retire the third baseman. Here's Alberti Chavez. First pitch to him. Fastball misses low, and the count is 1-0. That's a highlight type play from David Mendham. McAveen leaning in. He gets the sign at the set. Now the 1-0 pitch. Fastball in the outside corner, a strike, and it's 1-1. Well, earlier we were talking about the Habitat for Humanity and Evansville partnering with them on August 18th. Next pitch swung on, grounded back up the middle, and that'll get through for a base hit. One out runner for Lake Erie here in the 8th. Evansville leads at 6-2. Coming to the plate, Vincent Bird Jr. Actually, that's on August 16th when we will partner with Habitat for Humanity. But the Otters wanting to get out into the community, give back to Evansville, and so on Wednesday, they will go again build a home in the local Evansville area. Vincent Bird Jr. batting left-handed, the pitch from McAveen. Fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. Well, that'll be a really cool experience. I have no idea anything about construction, but hey, I'll get to learn something. Now the 0-1 pitch. Fastball grounded to the first base side, foul, 0-2 to Bird. Maybe then the missus will think I can actually do something. Oh, I'm joking. She's the sweetest. McAveen at the set. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, misses downstairs. Now that Habitat for Humanity organization, a great local organization. Time called. And Bird Jr. wants to think things over. A lot of local businesses here in Evansville, unfortunately, have been shutting down in the last month or so. Seeing more and more stories like that, really disheartening. The 1-2, swing and a miss. McAveen with a strikeout. There are two gone here in this 8th inning, a runner on first, and now coming to the plate, Ron Washington. Evansville leads it 6-2. We're in the 8th. But we just read of another business a couple of days ago that has to shut down after 40 plus years in the economy, and they're just not able to keep pace with these monopoly owned organizations. Righty on righty battle. McAveen deals. Runner goes on the first pitch. Fastball in for a strike. Throw to the bag. Not in time. Chavez in safely, his 3rd stolen base of the year, 2nd of the series. And he will stand on second. 2 outs in the inning. It's sad to read about these local businesses that can't hold afloat because inflation has driven prices up. Customers just can't seem to increase for these local businesses. And these are businesses that have been successful for decades upon decades. But with the price of everything rising, especially over these last 4 years since COVID hit, it has been a disaster economically here in the United States, and it has been costly to small businesses. Now the 0-1 pitch from McAveen. And it misses a little bit downstairs. Count now 1-1. So you hope for the United States that something can be figured out, because it goes beyond just small businesses. People are struggling to afford their groceries. That's not good. Now the 1-1. Swing and a miss. And it's now 1-2. Washington will be in protect mode. I read something online not too long ago where the article said groceries are now an average of $50 more expensive than they were 10 years ago for the average American. That's just absurd. McAveen sets and deals. Runner goes to third on the 1-2. This ball swung on and smashed out toward the left center alley. This is back. It is back. It is off the wall, and it's going to be extra bases for Washington. Coming in to score easily is Chavez. And it's an RBI 2-bagger. Make it a 6-3 game. Otters still leading. And that's McAveen's first allowed run of the series. And this 8th inning will continue. Here comes, for the first time tonight, Michel Triana taking over in the spot of John Tuccillo, who was ejected to end the 6th inning. And so Triana getting his first licks at the plate here tonight. Runner on second, 2 outs in the 8th. The set from McAveen. Here's the pitch, and Triana swings and misses 0-1 to the left-handed hitter. McAveen leaning in, comes to the set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Tried him with an 84-mile-an-hour breaking ball, maybe a cut fastball. And the count now 0-2. Two outs in the 8th. Now the 0-2 from McAveen. Swing and a miss. One comes in to score for Lake Erie, but Evansville preserves the lead, and it is 6-3. We'll take it to the home 8th on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Sammy Tavares out on the mound. He will pitch here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And your score, Evansville 6, Lake Erie 3 here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Kyle Chandler with you. And leading it off, Giovanni DiGiacomo, righty on lefty battle from the stretch. And the first pitch is a swing and a miss from Tavares. The count is 0-1. Well, Tavares wearing 21 tonight. But on the roster, and what we saw him wear earlier in the series, number 20, the 0-1. Fastball misses high, so not sure what caused the change. Lake Erie had no roster moves, not that we're aware of at least, so something must have happened to that jersey. The 1-1. Fastball in the inside corner, taken for a strike, and it's 1-2 to DiGiacomo. Giovanni 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts and a walk. Tavares pitched yesterday through a scoreless inning. The 1-2 home. Swing and a miss. DiGiacomo out number 1 here in this 8th, and now that'll bring up Drew Donaldson.
Third baseman.
Grounded into an inning-ending double play with the bases loaded in the 6th inning his last time up. Still searching for that first professional base hit. Making his pro debut today. But he has reached base twice on a couple of walks. He bats right-handed. The pitch from Tavares. Swing and a miss. He was behind on a fastball. 93 miles an hour on the gun. Tavares, we saw him yesterday throw one at 97. One of the harder pitchers, velocity-wise, on this Lake Erie staff. 6'7", 260 pounds from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. He's at the set, the right-hander, tosses home the 0-1. Fastball at the knees, strike 2. Well, Indy only about a 2.5-hour drive from here. Now the 0-2 home. Breaking ball outside. I got to imagine that Donaldson's family is in attendance for this game. He resides in Indy as well. The 1-2. Check swing, breaking ball low. He did not go around, says first base umpire Alex Lowry. We got no confirmation of that. We didn't even know that Donaldson was signed and activated until 2 o'clock today. Yeah, we're not told these things here in the press box. We just got to roll with the punches. The set from Tavares. Now the 2-2 home. Fastball a little bit low. Watch out. Tavares slipped on the mound, fell on his behind. Well, he seems to be okay. That could be a little scary. Doesn't look like he turned any ankles or any knees, though. McAveen in this series has dealt with some slipperiness on the mound. We saw him fall on 2 separate occasions, both last night and on Friday. So maybe there's something in that dirt. Here's the payoff pitch to Donaldson. Fastball, swing and a miss. He was late. And there are 2 outs here in this 8th inning. Back-to-back strikeouts from Tavares. And now coming to the plate, it's the leadoff hitter, Delvin Zinn. Zinn 2 for 11 in the series. Came into tonight's contest batting .315 from the right side. Singled his last time at the dish and scored a run in the 7th. Evansville leads it 6-3 over Lake Erie. We're in the home 8th. First pitch from Tavares. Zinn takes an inside fastball and the count is 1-0. Evansville will have tomorrow off. They will play Schaumburg Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday here at home, and they will close out the 9-game homestand over the weekend against New Jersey next week. The 1-0. Breaking ball, check swings in, went too far around, nods his head. Ball goes back to the screen, and the count is 1-1. It's been a good weekend of baseball for Evansville, trying to close it out against Lake Erie with one final win. The 1-1 swung on, sent back to the screen, fouling out of play, and we'll try it at 1-2. Who will be brought out of the pen in the 9th inning for Evansville? Maybe nobody. Maybe Michael McAveen will go back out there. The 1-2 from Tavares. Fastball misses just a little bit high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, Bryson Moore joining us up here in the press box. Always a pleasure to see our assistant general manager. Now the 2-2. Swung on, a weak roller out to short, charging Watkins, and he will make the throw to first. The inning is over. 2 strikeouts and a 1-2-3 inning for Tavares. We're heading to the 9th. One last chance for Lake Erie as Evansville leads it 6-3, and a save opportunity coming up for somebody out of that bullpen. Some changes defensively for Evansville here in the top of the 9th. Alex Adams taking over at second base. Logan Brown coming in at first. Moving from second to short, Delvin Zinn. Moving from first to third, David Mendham. Logan Brown taking over at first. Paven Parks on the mound for Evansville. Throws the first pitch high to Burl Dixon, and the count is 1-0. Evansville with a 6-3 lead over Lake Erie. Now the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, one hopper out to the second baseman, Adams. He steps and throws to first. 2 pitches, 1 out here to begin this final inning. Now it'll be Alex Rodriguez coming to the plate.
Alex Rodriguez.
Parks called upon for the save, trying to earn Evansville their first series sweep of the 2024 season, their first 3-game win streak. Righty on righty matchup. Parks winds and fires. Cut fastball misses outside, and the count is 1-0. 92 miles an hour on the gun. Superman can do it all. Parks, a cutter, a slider, a changeup in the arsenal. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and it's lined back to the screen. Parks reaching base twice, batting wise, with a run scored on 2 walks. Now he will try to pick up his 3rd save of the year. Michael McAveen, 1 scoreless inning, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, or excuse me, he gave up a run, beg your pardon, the 1-1. Breaking ball misses outside. So 1 inning, 1 run. 2 hits, no walks, 2 Ks. 2 balls and a strike for Rodriguez. Parks into the motion. His pitch is tapped back to the screen foul. We'll try it at 2-2. Pavin's last appearance on the mound. A month ago today, all the way back on June 28th against Windy City. Now the 2-2. Swung on, lifted in the air, center field. Under it is DiGiacomo, and he will make the catch. Lake Erie down to their final out. Now coming to the plate, the 9-hole hitting Sam Franco. In Parks' last appearance, he went a third of an inning, took the loss, gave up a hit. 6 appearances, 2 saves, 5 innings of work. No ERA. 1.00 whip, 6 Ks. The right-hander winds and fires. Fastball misses low. And that cutter coming in this time at 85 miles an hour. Here comes the 1-0. Cut fastball, top of the zone, a strike, 1-1. Evansville leads it 6-3 over Lake Erie in the 9th. Franco, 1 for 3 with an RBI single. The right-hander steps home with the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Lake Erie down to their final strike. Another cutter from Parks, and he got it by Franco. So we'll try it now at 1-2. Evansville looking to sweep the Crushers. Parks into the motion. And here comes his 1-2 pitch. Cut fastball a little bit low. And we'll try it at 2-2. The Otters looking to create some momentum for the rest of this homestand. Off to a great start here in these 3 games. The 2-2. Cut fastball on the inside corner. Strike 3 from the front door. And Evansville sweeps Lake Erie. Taking game 3, a final score of 6-3. And the Otters have won 3 in a row for the first time all season. The Evansville Otters sweep the Lake Erie Crushers tonight here at Bosse Field. Final score in the series finale. The Otters 6 and the Crushers 3. Welcome to the post-game show and the recap brought to you by Kyle Chandler here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Well, Evansville fell behind once again. First, more unearned runs for Lake Erie, but they were able to show their resilience, bouncing back and able to take the series finale to make it 3 in a row for the first time all season. Let's go through the scoring recap. First, the Lake Erie Crushers doing damage in that 5th inning, scoring 2 unearned runs. A 1-out error allowed John Tuccillo to reach base safely. Then it was a single from Burl Dixon, another single from Alex Rodriguez, and an RBI single which brought home Tuccillo on a base hit from Sam Franco. Well, that ball from Franco was another one that should have been caught. DiGiacomo misplayed it in center field, so it was a mental error but not a physical error, which allowed an RBI single for Franco. Then on the next batter, Jared Watkins hit a sacrifice RBI fly to bring home another man. And the final out of the inning came on the next batter, Logan Thomason. But it was 2 runs to come in and score again, both unearned. And it is unearned on that second run because that sac fly should have ended the inning. Evansville picked up their first run actually in the 3rd frame, so we're going to backtrack a little bit. And the Otters had a solo homer from Justin Felix to make it 1-0. So after that 2-run 5th from Lake Erie, the Crushers led it 2-1. Evansville took the final lead of the game in the 6th inning. A leadoff walk from Paven Parks. He stole second. Then Randy Bednar hit a triple with an RBI to the left center alley. A diving play by Burl Dixon. He couldn't come up with it. Rolled all the way to the warning track. Ron Washington, the left fielder, picked it up. But Bednar was able to get into the third base bag safely. And then later in the inning, he scored on an RBI single from Justin Felix. Felix on that ball just snuck it inside that left field line as the ball bounced off the third base bag, took a high hop into left field, which was able to score that second run of the inning. And the Otters never looked back after jumping ahead 3-2. They played a trio more in the 7th frame to finalize the scoring tonight. A leadoff single from Delvin Zinn, then an RBI base hit from Gary Mattis after Zinn should have been picked off at first, but the ball was dropped by Vincent Bird Jr., kicked into right field, which allowed Zinn to move up to second base. And then 2 batters later, another RBI base hit from Randy Bednar brought home the second run of the inning. 2 batters later, after Bednar with 2 outs, David Mendham hit an RBI single to bring home that 3rd and final run. And again, your score finalizing tonight here at 6-3. Lake Erie got 1 in the 8th. But it was too little too late as their attempt at a comeback was shut down in the later innings. Final box score tonight. The Otters 6 runs, all earned, 7 hits, no errors in the field, 8 left on. And for the Crushers, they had 3 runs, 1 earned, 6 hits, 1 error in the field, 6 left on. The winning pitcher, Zach Smith, he pitched another gem tonight, giving up 2 unearned runs and 6 innings of work. Smith, 105 pitches on the rubber tonight, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk on 4 hits. Griff Hughes pitched a scoreless inning out of the bullpen, walking 1. Michael McAveen gave up 1 run in 1 inning on 2 hits, 2 strikeouts for him. And in that 9th, it was Paven Parks to lock things down as he tossed a scoreless inning, a 1-2-3 frame in that 9th inning, and he struck out 1 as well. Taking the loss, Jack Eisenbarger. Eisenbarger, 5 1/3. He gave up 3 runs, all earned, 2 hits, 5 walks, and 8 strikeouts. With the win, Smith moves to above 500 for the first time all season. He's now 6-5. And Eisenbarger drops to 6-4 on the 2024 campaign with the loss. Out of the bullpen for Lake Erie, Kenny Pearson, 2/3 of a scoreless inning, and he gave up a hit, 2 walks, but no strikeouts. Gave up an inherited base runner, but it wasn't his own run, that one getting charged to Eisenbarger. Leonardo Rodriguez then giving up 3 runs in that 7th inning, and he pitched 1 frame, gave up 4 hits, 2 strikeouts, no walks. Sammy Tavares finalizing things for Lake Erie, throwing a scoreless frame in the 8th. That was the only 1-2-3 inning since the 6-up, 6-down start from Jack Eisenbarger, the starter, to pitch for Lake Erie. So in total, the Crushers had 3 1-2-3 innings, but it was timely hitting from Evansville here tonight that led them to victory. And with the win, the Otters again pick up 3 wins in a row for the first time all year. They pick up their first series sweep of the 2024 season, and they move to 27-40, back to 13 games under 500. With the loss, Lake Erie drops another one, and they have now lost 8 of the first 9 returning from the All-Star break. The Crushers drop to 38-28. Final time of today's game, 2 hours and 44 minutes. 904 people came out to see this one. An exciting contest for this Sunday night thriller. We were delayed 1 hour. Original start time, 5:05 p.m. Central Time, but we got things underway at 6:05. Ended the game at 8:49. One final time, your final score. Evansville 6, Lake Erie 3. 81 degrees, cloudy skies. The R word stayed away for the rest of the game, but if you're watching on Flow Sports, you can see the grounds crew team keeping hard work, working hard as they are pulling the tarp now and making sure that no damage is done to Bosse Field tonight or tomorrow morning, as more rain is supposed to come onto the playing surface in the next 24 hours. So got to protect this field at all costs. So kudos to the grounds crew team for taking care of the tarp. Well, that's it from us here in the booth. Want to give you a big thanks for tuning in to tonight's game. Hope you enjoyed the ride. And we also want to give a big thanks to everybody in the press box who worked hard tonight to make this one happen. Evansville will be back on Tuesday after their off day tomorrow. They will play at 6:35 Central Time as they begin a new leg of their 9-game homestand. 3 games coming against the Schaumburg Boomers. You can catch all the action on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. This is Kyle Chandler saying thanks again. Hope to see you on Tuesday, but until then, please stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday and your off day on Monday, and take care, everybody. God bless.